When I decided to do a funhouse theme this year, I went in search of the perfect clowns, ones that fit that right blend of good price point, kind of scary, kind of fun, and I found a couple, including this guy. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Michael. I'm here for all things Halloween, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Neon Ice Cream Clown from Party City. This guy certainly hits our trifecta. It was a good price point at $200. Great for any sort of animatronic, in my opinion, especially one that has a lot of motion and activity. He's also very creepy. Just look at that face. That's going to give little kids nightmares. And then there's fun. He is all about the ice cream. I decided to do a whole little display around this guy. I bought him an ice cream inflatable truck that we've reviewed in a previous video. I think he's gonna be great, but let's find out for sure. Let's open the box and put them together. All right. The inside of the box does look very tightly packed. So there seems to be a lot to this guy. I'm gonna put him down here and we'll see what's inside the box. Looks like we've got metal supports hiding inside these styrofoam tubes, which are going to probably give his body a little bit more mass. A power cord. Instruction manual. Free ice cream sign, complete with the creepy hand attached to it. It is made of a sort of corrugated plastic material, so I'm assuming that's somewhat weatherproof. I'm not sure I would really trust it in torrential rain, but I think it could get a little wet. Sturdy base. Big clown shoes. Now, I remember the first time I had an animatronic that had this type of shoe, and I was looking desperately in the box for the second shoe. You just have to pull them apart. They're so thin that you can't even tell that there's two in there. So I'm not thrilled with these shoes. They're very cheap, so if someone were to step on them or something, they could probably break easy. Looks like maybe hips or shoulder. Definitely hips. A clown costume. Looks like we've got several pieces here. A couple of arm pieces. Another hand, this one with the ice cream cone. A scary looking head. And our torso piece that has lots of cables, so that's good. It must do lots of things. It is very well protected in the box. I think there's a lot of motoring mechanisms here. Can't wait to see what it does. Let's go ahead and move this out, make some room, we'll put it together. So naturally we are going to start with the heavy duty base. It is labeled A. The next pieces we are going to put on it are labeled B. And we're just going to follow the alphabet like usual. Each of these supports has the little push pin that you would just slide over the tube and connect with the appropriate hole. Very simple. C are the big clown shoes. We're just going to slide those right over. Add the other couple of poles. And it's time to start the costuming. So let's go ahead and put these pants on. So they are very brightly orange colored. I don't suppose there is a particular front. I'm going to use this side just because I like the blood splatters a little bit better on this side. And now you may be thinking that that looks a little bit flat. That's because we left off the styrofoam bits, or the foam bits, I should say. So let's go ahead and put those on first, and then put the pants back on. So next up, we are going to put on the torso. It does have the control box on the back with the standard. There's a volume control, the on and the off, and a place for us to plug in the cord, which we are going to do before we finish putting him together, and we can still run it down these pants. The cord looks like it's pretty lengthy. Doesn't want to come apart. All right, so it's about 6 to, well, it's definitely 6. It's probably about 8 feet long here. Let's go ahead and plug it in and fish it down his pant leg. It is a little tight doing that because his pants do have these little bits of material that kind of constrict it just a little bit, which is not elastic. So if you think that's going to have a little give, especially down here by the shoes, you would be mistaken. But it does at least keep it close into the shoe so it's not sort of draping and falling all over. I know it's hard to see, but we have this hip piece here. We're going to go ahead and put it on next. Got to kind of fish it down over the supports. There's only one way for it to go in because there are 2 tubes and 2 pins that it connects to. One's larger than the other, so obviously it can only go in the one spot. Then with his hips in place, we can pull the pants all the way up. And he's starting to take shape. He's very tall, taller than my waist. And then next up we have the shoulder piece. Again, same slots for it to fit into. Now we're going to be able to put on his jacket, which is nice. Look, it's got, I don't know if you can see it well, but there's got little buttons and everything in there. The back, we have some Velcro. Let's see, does it undo it all the way? It does. So that makes it easy to put on when you can un-Velcro it completely. The Velcro does go in the back, so we can put it on his shoulders. Now we're going to fish up the arm mechanisms. We'll start with the left one here. The armhole is pretty snug as well. Again, it's not very elastic, so there looks like it's going to have to, we're going to have to maneuver it up this sleeve. That might have been one of the hardest arms I've ever put on an animatronic. That sleeve is so narrow, it's very difficult to stick the foam through it. I ended up having to like fold and squeeze the foam to kind of push it in. It took a long time. And now we get to do it again. This one went on a little bit faster, but don't expect this to be a quick process by any means. It took a long time to get both of those on. But at least now we can put on the fun pieces, which are the hands. We have this one that's holding the ice cream cone. We're just going to connect the wire that sticks out of the arm to the one that is in the hand. Once that's done, we can tuck the wires inside the sleeve, pull it in place, and there is a piece of Velcro to hold it. The other arm here has the free ice cream sign. Same process. Slide it in, connect the wires, and Velcro. You might have noticed that the sensor here is kind of sticking through as well. There's a little hole in the front of his jacket that sensor is going to stick through and Velcro from the other side. On goes the head. The head has a couple of cables sticking out of the bottom as well, which will connect in the back. They are nicely color-coded, so that makes it easy to connect. So in the back, there are a mess of wires. We have the ones that connect to the head, the one that connects to the sensor in the front, then there's these 3 extra ones, 2 of which are for the arms. Let's go ahead and connect those now. We have one more mystery wire here, and it looks like it actually connects to this bow tie. So I'm really not sure. I think it just lights up, but we'll find out in a minute. This little bow tie is extremely hard to get into place. They give you just enough material here to make it around his neck. Barely. I had to really squeeze it to put it on. A little extra ½ inch more fabric would have made all the difference in the world. Anyway, we've got one more piece of costume to complete the ensemble, and that is his little hat here. I think there's a piece of Velcro on his head. There's a piece of Velcro here on the cap. Let's put it in place. There's actually Velcro on both sides. So there he is. What do you think? Before we turn him on and see what he does, let's bring the camera in and we'll take a closer look. You've got to love this alien-like, scary clown face with the bright green eyes and these disgusting teeth. The face is very scary, and it just juxtaposed against this pink and blue costume is a sight to behold. We of course have his bow tie, hard to put on, not exactly in place, and I still have the cord hanging through. Need to fix that. But he's got a very distinct costume. I love the blood splatters. They extend to his hand as well. Look at that. and the bloody ice cream cone that he's trying to give you. Bright orange pants lead down to his red clown shoes. And lastly, we have his free ice cream sign. Do you dare? It's time to see what he does. Is it going to be a trick or a treat?
You heard it here first, folks. 3 sweet treats to all the little boys and girls this Halloween night. I have ice cream flavors to die for.
I kind of feel like he should be plunging a little bit more. Did I see that better in the store? It might be kind of hard to see too, but there is a little bit of neon lighting around, well, maybe not neon, but you know, LED strip lighting around the sign and the ice cream.
Ice cream? You scream? We'll all scream for ice cream.
Maybe that is as much as it plunges forward. I'm not sure.
Step right up. Step right up. Come get your scoop. Creepy, creamy confections. Free all day. What's wrong, kid? Don't you like ice cream? I'm just so crazy for Halloween. I can't wait to stuff myself to the gills with candy. Who's next up for some sweets? Come on, don't be bashful. I got enough for everyone. Uh-oh, we're running a bit low on blood. I mean cherry sauce. Care to give me a hand? Or any other part will do.
You know that third aspect I was looking for? Fun. I'm a little unsure of how fun it is because I thought he would lunged a little bit more and would really scare the kids. He's just got a little bit of movement. I've got to look online to see if that's how he's supposed to function. I tried playing with mechanisms in the back. That's as best as I could get him to do. So I'm not sure if he is actually supposed to lunge a little bit more. It would be nice if he did. Doesn't look like it though. So a little disappointed in that, but he definitely has that creepy factor. And a creepy clown like this needs a name, so leave me a comment below. Let me know what you would name this guy. That's going to do it for today. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who helped support the channel. If you're interested in joining our Fright Club, be sure to check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. That's going to do it for today. So thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, take care, and happy haunting.
I'm just so crazy for Halloween. I can't wait to stuff myself to the gills with candy. Who's next up for some sweets? Come on, don't be bashful. I've got enough for everyone.